We need to have an honest conversation about recruiting church volunteers.
Okay, so there's this one technique I've seen multiple churches using. They're miking up volunteers to show what serving is actually like.
Here's the thing. You can only withdraw after a deposit. And the way that this typically works is churches get up on stage and they're desperate and they're begging for volunteers. And sure, like measures like this can work in the short term. But what invariably happens is that you end up recruiting volunteers that don't feel like they get to volunteer. They feel like they've been like guilted into volunteer. The reason that social post you highlighted is so effective is because it's show, don't tell. It's a culture builder where I get to see somebody else serving. And so there's like, oh, they're serving. I could do that as well. And the other sneaky thing it accomplishes is it literally shows you parts of church that you maybe don't ever see as someone that goes every single week. And so it sets expectations for what's actually required of you. You can play it in service. You can post it on social. It is 100% worth it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I get it. There often must be an investment in people before people are willing to invest back their time, energy, and effort in volunteering. I think that's absolutely true. And I also think there has to be a level of teaching that we're not just getting people to volunteer to get something from you from the church, but that this is because God has already been so good to us that we get a chance to serve other people. I mean, serving in the church is like this opportunity for you to do something in many cases bigger than yourself. And you might be like, I'm just greeting, or I'm just, the parking lot attendant, or I'm just cleaning the bathrooms or whatever. But the reality of it is God has added each of us to the body as he sees fit, which means that we ought to be coming to church to give and not just coming to church to get. Oh, y'all, I'm dropping bars because I know many of us don't go to church that way. We go and we start going to church because I need something. And I guess that's okay too. But there ought to come a point after we've come to Jesus, we've given our life to Jesus, that we move beyond the I'm just going to get mentality when I come to church. And we come that I have been blessed because of the goodness of God. And now I want to give. Now, if you're new in Christ and this is a brand new thing to you, I get it. You're coming to get, and you have to learn and you have to grow. But at some point, mature Christians have got to stop church hopping to get stuff and start coming to church to see that this is a way that I get to be Jesus's hands. I get to be Jesus's feet. I get to be the mouth to share the gospel with others, to help other people grow, and it's time to get out of you. It's time to get out of what you can get and start looking at what can I give back for God through the local church.